Hi, today we will see how to host a website on Linux server. Means here we will take the Ubuntu server. So here we will add the SSL certificate, load balancer, and the server we will take that is Ubuntu server, and we will upload the static website over there. But in your case you can upload your website or code. Okay, so first we will go to EC2 instance. We will select EC2. You can search also. Okay, then we will click on instance. After that we will click on launch instance. So here we will take the Ubuntu server. So you can able to see one instance, one server is also running. In that the different website is running. So after launch instance, we will select the Ubuntu server in this project. Then we will select the latest version. Here we will take the T2 micro, that is one virtual CPU and 1 GB RAM. And in your production environment, you can select according to your requirement. In production environment, usually we select the M series, but what you can able to see the RAM and virtual CPU. So it's totally depend on your case. Here I am taking the T2 micro. You can select here at a time you can launch more than one instance. So in this case we will take one instance, and you can select the subnet here. Okay, if you not select, then it will give automatic. Then add storage. 8 GB is enough for us. So here we will give the tag name. So you can give according to your identifications. So I'm here giving a static web hosting. So here you can select the existing, or I'm creating the new one. SSH is to connect, port number 20 is to connect the Ubuntu server through port number 21, and we will add here the HTTP and HTTPS. So our instance and website able to go on internet, so it is accessible from internet. Okay, so selecting HTTPS. Okay, here you can give the name. Next, launch. Here you can take existing keep here also, but in this case I am creating new one, so you can able to perform your lab efficiently. You can give any name according to your identifications. Then download the keep here, then launch instance, then view instance. So it will take a few minutes to launch the instance. Meanwhile we will create the hosted zone, or so first we will or we can convert this .pem file to ppk file. So from our window instance we can we can able to connect to our server. So for that we need to go puttigen, then click on load. Then we will select the first select all file, then a static file, keep here, then okay, then private key, or yes. Then we will give the name .ppk, then save. Okay, so now you are able to see the ppk file in the small monitor view. Still it is initializing. Okay, this is the GoDaddy account. So we are hosting, we are taking the domain from GoDaddy. In your case, you can take from any other. So we will open the duplicate tab. Okay, then we will go to Route 53. You can search from the search bar also, Route 53, like this. Okay, then hosted zone. Okay, 2 is already there, so create new hosted zone. So I will give my domain name barabihar.com. Then I will take public hosted zone because I want to be accessible from public on internet. So create record. So you here we will get the NS record and SOA record. So NS record we need to add in the domain provider DNS in the DNS manager of the domain provider. So we will copy from here and we will paste it. So in my case we are taking domain from GoDaddy. So we will click on account my product, then click on the 3 options menu, 3-point menu, then manage DNS. So here it is giving error. Sometime it showing error, but we will refresh 2 or 3 times. If it still will show error, then we will proceed with other step, and in last we will resolve this issue, because sometimes it's giving error like that only. So still it is refreshing. In your case, if it will show this type of error, so again you can log in your account, then it will not show, or you need to try, you need to just refresh the browser, then you will not get this issue. So till that the instance is launched, so we will take the IP address of our instance and we will connect to the PuTTY and we will configure our server. So here it is the public IP address that we will copy. Okay, then I will open PuTTY and we are taking the Ubuntu instance. That's why here we will give Ubuntu username as Ubuntu @ then IP address. Okay, IP address of the server. Then click on appearance and I will increase the size of the font. So I'm taking 18. Okay, then SSH, then auth, then I will select the ppk file. It is in download, a static key. Okay, then open. Yes. Okay, then Control L, Control plus L, then sudo su. I will come in root user, then I will update our server through apt update -y command. So now it is downloading the package and updating that. So it will take 30 seconds or 1 minute. Now we will upgrade that. It will also take around 1 minute or 30 seconds. So it is updating now. So you can host the dynamic website also if you want to deploy the dynamic website like PHP, CI or Laravel website. So you need to install the PHP and you need to configure the Laravel configuration. So in that case, we will see that type of project in next videos, means coming videos. So here you will get a little bit idea about how to regarding the deployments on Linux server. Okay, so it is still updating. Now it is updated. Now Control L, then I will update the we need to install the Apache server. Okay, so our website will be accessible on internet. So apt apache, that's why, oh sorry, it is wrong command. So we will type apt install apache 2-y. Okay, then it will it is installing. So it is installed. After installing, we will able to see the var HTML directory. So we will go in cd/var/www/html. Here it will show the default index.html of default file of Apache. So if I copy the IP address in browser, so you will able to see the Apache default file. So it is showing the Apache 1.2 default page. So try to update once, refresh once, still it is showing the error. Okay, now we will go for other steps. In our case, we are downloading the static website template from internet. In your case, you can deploy your static website or means your code, whatever you want to update, but we are taking the any template from internet. Okay, so here you will get the free template, so you can download it here, from here. I already downloaded in our system, so I will deploy that. So you must make in zip file. So the code is in zip file, that will deploy easily. Okay, that's why we will make it in zip file. So here we will create the new bucket. So in that we will so you need to give the unique name of your bucket. Okay, I am giving my website name. Then uncheck the block public access, take there, create bucket. Okay, now it is created. So we will enter in our bucket, and here we will upload our zip file that is in our system. So add file. So it is in zip format, that's why we selected the file. That is static file. This is our website code. Open, then upload. So after uploading, we need to make this file public, then only we able to upload or download this file in our server. Okay. Okay, sorry. So click on close, then click on file, then make it public. Make public, then close. Then we will select the object URL and we will go on our server and we will type command wget, then right click of our mouse, then the link will paste here, then enter. Okay, it is downloaded. So we are getting the file. We will delete the previous index.html file of Ubuntu server default file, and we will unzip our code. Copy and paste. So it is showing the unzip is not installed, so we will install the unzip by this command, apt install unzip command. Okay, it is installed. Then again we will type the same command, apt unzip, then our file name. If you copy, just then enter. It is copied. So if you ls, then we can delete our zip file, rm-rf, then file name. So now we need to bring all the file from our folder, so that we will access it will be accessible on the internet. So for that we need to use the command cp-r, then the folder name and /* we are giving. So inside means any file or something, so we can copy in source to destinations. So our destination is where HTML, where www.html. So we are able to see the code. Then we can delete that folder through rm-rf command. Okay, then we will enter. So now you are not able to see that folder. Okay. So now if you you can give the permission here through chmod -r 755. We are giving the executable command, executable permission to the file of under HTML. So now you are able to see the permission has changed. So if you update that, you will able to see the code file. So image is not displaying, maybe some permission issue is there or something, or maybe image is not there, that's why it is showing this kind of error. So I am trying to giving the full access, then we will see we will able to see the image or not. So we are giving the, still we are not able to see. So maybe some image issue or something is there, so we will not bother about that. In real environment we will able to see that. Okay. So we will enable the Apache. If sometime we are enabling the Apache through that command, if we enable that, so in next time means if I restart the server or something, so nothing will happen, means Apache will not stop. Okay. So restart the Apache, service Apache to restart. Okay. Okay. So the website is accessible through the IP address. Now we will go okay. cd dot image. Okay, permission is right. Okay, we will minimize this. Refreshing this, if it came or not. Still not showing. So again we will click on my product. Then manage DNS. Okay, now I am able to see. So here we will click on change. Okay, so in your case you can see custom or recommended, or initially there may be two entries, so you can edit that by using custom. So here we need to paste route 53 NS record entry one by one, and we will delete that, paste it, and we will delete the point from the last. One by one we will copy all the 4 records here. So we are adding this third record. If you mistake any one point, it is not accessible. Then we will click on save. Sorry. Then check this box and continue. Now it is changed, so it is taking some time, like 3 to 4 hours to update everything, or sometime in 1 or 2 minute also it get updated. So we will go on. So after that we need to create the certificate, and so we will create certificate manager. Then we will configure the load balancer. So first we will create the certificate. The certificate is already created, so we will delete that and we will create it from beginning. So delete it. So request says certificate, the request certificate. Here we will give the website name barabihar.com, and you can give here the subdomain also. So star.barabihar.com. So it will take anything before barabihar.com, so as a subdomain or something, and you can also enter the subdomain name also. Okay, so next, then DNS validation, you can give the tag continue request. Then it is pending, so we expand it out and create in route 53. So we will click there, create. So it next create something, then continue. So the entry is added in route 53, so we will refresh it. Now it is issue. In some case it takes some time to update, because sometimes it's happening few seconds, or sometimes it will take 15 minutes to 1 hour also. Okay, so you need to update after issue there. After issued there only it will show in load balancer. Okay, so we'll go on load balancer. So we need to create the load balancer here. So it is taking some time to upload. Yeah. So we will create load balancer. Select application load balancer. Here we will give the load balancer name, and the internet facing we will take, because I want to accessible from internet. Then we will add Okay, intranet means it will not accessible from internet. So here add the listener HTTPS also. Then select the all ability zone, at least 2. Then next, configure security group. Certificate. We will select drop down, take BaraBR SIM certificate. Then next, configure security group. We will take the security group already created for the instance. Then here we will give the target group name. So here we need to attach our instance to the target group. So the load balancer transmit our traffic here, distribute traffic here. Okay. The next, then we need to add the target, that is instance. Then click on next. So it is creating the load balancer, and then we need to add this. It is provisioning now, so it will take some time. Once it get active, so at that time we need to add the load balancer entry. Okay, we need to add this load balancer entry in Route 53. So we will refresh the page once. So everything get update. Okay. So it is refreshing the page. So create hosted zone, create host. So we will take a record for load balancer or IP address. We need to take the a record. We will select the application load balancer. Then we will select the region as a Mumbai region. We created our load balancer in Mumbai region. Then we will select the load balancer DNS created. Okay, so again we want like www.barabr.com, that should also accessible. So we will create one more record. So here we will give the www, we'll check alias, then we will select the application load balancer region, then load balancer, then create. Okay, it is created. Now if we search barabr.com, it will be accessible. Okay, first time we are searching, so it is searching by HTTP because we not routed our traffic to HTTPS. So we will go to the load balancer. Okay, and go to the in load balancer, select the load balancer, then we will add listener, then edit rule, then click on edit, then edit, delete this one, forward to HTTPS 443, that is the port number, update. Okay, it is updated now. So refresh it. Now access. It will not because cache is installed. So we will search by HTTPS / then barabr.com. So you can able to see the SSL certificate. So it will take time to sync everything. Okay, now you can search by www.barabr.com https By this you can also search. Okay, now everything is fine. So now we will see how we will delete this all infra. So first we will delete the all entries except the NS record and SOA record. Okay, delete this one. Now you can able to delete the hosted zone. So we will select the barabihar.com. Sorry, this one is Barabihar. We will delete that. Type delete. Then okay. Yeah, Route 53 is deleted. Then we will delete the load balancer. Deleted. Target group also we need to delete. Select. Action. Delete. Then we will click on instance and we will delete the instance also. Go in instance state, terminate. Now it is shut downing, so it will terminate. Thank you. Keep support us.